Hi, this is Dr. K. Anbukarasi, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. In this video, I am going to discuss about the design of flat belt drive. Belt drives are generally used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft by means of pulley, which rotate at same speed or at different speed. The amount of power transmission depends upon some factors like velocity of belt, tension under which the belt is placed over the pulley, and the arc of contact between the belt and the smaller pulley. The types of belt are generally available in flat belt, V belt, or circular belt. Flat belt are available in rectangular cross sections. These belt drives are capable of transmitting power over the longer distance between the pulley centers. Then the efficiency of this drive is around 98% and it is produce less noise. In the case of V-belt, V-belt are also used with the grooved pulleys. That means more number of V-belt are placed within a single grooved pulley. V-belt are available in trapezoidal cross sections. These belt permit a larger speed ratio and can transmit higher power. So the multiple drives are possible. In the case of V-belt, higher thickness of the belt is preferred compared with the width of the belt. Whereas in the case of flat belt, higher width of the belt is preferred compared with the thickness of the belt. Actually, the frictional grip is based on the available contact area. So the frictional grip that exists between the belt and the pulley surfaces play a major role in the transmission of V belt. In the case of circular type of belt, it is available in a circular cross sections and it is used with the grooved pulleys. There are different types of belt drives that are these are open belt drives, cross belt drives, quarter turn belt drives, belt drive with idler pulley, then belt drive with manual pulleys. Then open belt drive. In open belt drive, the belt is employed with when the two parallel shafts have to be rotated in the same directions. When the shaft are far apart, the lower side of the belt should be a tight side and the upper side must be a slack side. This is because when the upper side becomes slack side, it will sag due to its own weight and this increases the arc of contact. Whereas in the case of cross belt drive, these types of belt drive, the belt is employing when two parallel shaft have to rotate it in the opposite directions. At these junctions where the belt crosses each other, it rubs against itself and wears off. So to avoid excessive wear, the shaft must be placed at a maximum distance from which each other and operated at very low speed. The undesirable behavior of the flat belt drives or slip and creep in the belt drives. Actually, when the tangential force exerted by the pulley exceeds the frictional resistance between the pulley, there will be a slip. When this frictional grip becomes insufficient, there is a possibility of forwarding motion of the driver without the belt with it. This is known as the slip of the belt. Then another case when the speed of the belt increases, the centrifugal force also increases, which tries to pull the belt away from the pulleys. This will result in decreases of the power transmitted by the belt. Since the belt runs continuously over the pulley, some centrifugal force is caused whose effect is to increase the tension on the tight side as well as on the slack side. This tension caused by the centrifugal force is called centrifugal tensions. When the velocity of the belt increases, greater than the 10 meter per second, we should consider the effect of the centrifugal tensions in the design itself. Then another factor is grip in the belt. When considering open belt drive, rotating in a clock directions, when the belt passes from slack side to tight side, that is from slack side to tight side, certain portion of the belt extended and it contract again when it passes from tight side to slack side. So during the rotations, there is an expansion of the belt at on the tight side and contraction of the belt on the slack side. So due to this uneven expansion and contraction of the belt over the pulleys, there will be a relative movement on the belt over the pulley. This phenomena is known as grip of the belt. Then advantages and disadvantages of flat belt are advantages are flat belt or flexible, simple in construction, smooth operation, efficient at high speed and protect against overload, running and maintenance cost is low, relatively long life and easy to work with it. And the disadvantages are loss of power due to the presence of slip and grip in turn result in loss of low efficiency due to the loss in power transmissions, and it is not preferred for distance because of the endless of the belt joint reduces the life of the belt, and it is not a positive power transmission. Then the materials used for the flat belts are generally belt, leather, fabric, rubber, and balata materials. For V belt, the V belt are widely used for higher power transmissions since there is no slip or negligible amount of presence of the slip. V belt are available in trapezoidal cross sections. They run in the V groove made in the pulleys. The wedge action of the belt in the V grooves enable them to transmit higher torque. The power transmitted by a V belt drive and increased by operating with the several belt placed inside. This form of the drive is used extensively in all classes of machinery transmitting power from 0.5 kilowatt to 150 kilowatt of power. Then advantages and disadvantages of V-belt drive over the flat belt drives are V-belt drive gives compactness due to the smaller distance between the center of the pulley. Driver is positive because negligible presence of negligible amount of the slip, and since the V-belt are made of endless and there is no trouble, therefore the drive is smooth. It produces longer life, actually 3 to 5 years. The operation of the belt and the pulley is quiet. It can be easily installed and removed. The belt has the ability to cushion and the shock when the machines are started. So the high velocity ratio is possible. V-belt may be operated in either directions with the tight side of the belt at the top or at the bottom. Therefore, the power transmitted by V-belt is more than the flat belt. The center line may be horizontal, vertical, or inclined. Then the selection of the belt drive is generally based on some factors like the speed of the driver and the driven pulley, then speed reduction ratio, power to be transmitted, and center distance between the shaft and the shaft layout, and positive drive requirement. Then the design of flat belt. The flat belt is designed based on the by using the fundamental formulas or by using the manufacturing catalog. Fundamental formulas based power transmission, that is the product of the difference in the tension and the velocities, then the tension ratios, whereas in the manufacturing catalog means using the data books. From this we can find out the arc of contact, load rating, length of the belt tension, pulley width. So the formulas are available within the data books. By using these formulas we can design the flat belt. Then power transmissions, that is the power transmissions between the belt and pulley is expressed as the product of the difference of tension and the belt velocity, that is P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V, where T1 and T2 are the tensions in the tight side and slack side of the belt respectively. Similarly, the tension ratio T1 by T2 is equal to e power mu theta. Mu is the friction factor and theta is the arc of contact. Then design procedure based on the power, types of working conditions, diameter of pulley, speed ratio. The design power can be calculated by using the formula, that is design power is equal to rated power multiplied service factor and torque of contact factor. Then decide the types of belt based on the available condition applications and the velocity of the drive. Then calculate the belt rating for the selection of the belt. Then find the required belt by using the power by belt capacity and adopt the standard available. Then determine the length of the belt based on the types of drive and reduces a certain amount of length due to an alternatively it faces some contraction and expansion of belt. So and finally find out the pulley dimensions and draw the arrangement of belt drive. This shows the page, the PSD data book page number 7.52. Here there are two different types of belt based on the application, that is light and medium duty. We go with the first one, high speed 878 if the velocity is less than 10 meter per second. Suppose if the velocity is greater than 10 meter per second and heavy duty and for medium duty applications, we go with the Fort 949 gram fabric. These are two different types of belt drives which are used for the flat belt drives. This is actually a standard width of the belt. So based on the plies and the diameter, we can select the width of the pulleys for the two types of belt. Here single star it is for especially for the high speed one, or a double star it is applicable for the both high speed Dunlop and Fort 948 type. Then this page is PSC 7.52. This shows the selection of number of plies. Actually, the plies means generally built or made up of thin sheets and or laminated one over the other to form thick sheets. That is called plies. Based on the velocity of the belt. Suppose 10, 15, 20, that is the velocity of the belt. Based on the velocities and the diameter of the driver pulley, we can select the number of plies, and based on the number of plies, we can select the width of the belt. Then here, this is actually load correction factor, that is service factor. So based on the applications, if it is a mill or a rolling mill, we go for the load correction factor is 1.5. Suppose if it is a centrifugal pump or fan means, we go for a centrifugal service factor or load correction factor is 1.2. So likewise we have to select. Here the page number 7.53 from which we can find out the formula for to predict or to find out the belt length, that is L is equal to 2C plus pi by 2 like a formula. So based on the open drive or a cross belt drive, we can select the formulas and find out the length of the belt. And then here page number 7.54, arc of contact. We can predict the arc of contact by using the formulas. Based on the arc of contact theta, we can find out the arc of contact correction factors. Suppose if we have a theta is 164 means, we can find out the correction factor for 164 by using the interpolation formulas, or approximately we can select the based on the theta values. Here the load rating formula is also available in this page. From this we have two formulas. I mean for first speed, first belt high speed 878, we have a formula for 0.023 kilowatt per mm per ply per width per ply at 180 arc of contact at 10 meter per second belt speed. If it is a second type of belt, we go with 0.0289 kilowatt per mm per ply per width at 180 degree arc of contact at 180 meter per seconds per belt speed. So based on this, what type of the belt we have selected, we can choose the formula. Once if we find the belt width, then we can find the width of the pulley. So suppose the belt width is up to 125 mm, we just add 13 along with the belt width of. Suppose if it is more than 250 mm, we just add up to 250 mm, we just add 25 mm along with the width of the belt. Then in the belt in the pulleys, actually it's having three